Swapped the ECU on your Mercedes and now the car won't start? That's the Immobilizer kicking in. Your new ECU isn't paired with the rest of the car's security system yet. And yeah, it's not plug and play like some other brands. Hey, I'm Tom from Car Justify. If you've replaced the engine control unit on a Benz, maybe after damage, water intrusion, or a performance upgrade, you're probably stuck with a no start and a blinking Immobilizer light. I'll walk you through what actually needs to happen to reprogram that ECU and get the car running again. So, first thing, Mercedes ECUs are married to the car's Immobilizer system. That includes the ECU itself, the EIS, electronic ignition switch, the key, and the ESL, electronic steering lock. If those aren't matched, the car won't crank. There are really two main ways to reprogram or virginize an ECU so it can be paired with your vehicle. One is by using official Mercedes diagnostic equipment, like the Star diagnostic system with online access. The other is with aftermarket tools and software, which some independent shops or tuners use. If you've got a used or donor ECU, you'll need to either virginize it, basically wipe the old vehicle data from its memory so it can be repaired with a new system, or clone your original ECU, copy all the data from your old unit onto the new one. Virginizing requires opening the ECU and accessing the EPROM chip inside. You'd use a programmer like VVDI, Autel, or KTAG to dump the original file, clear the Immobilizer info, and reflash it. Once it's virgin, you install it in the car and use a diagnostic tool to perform the initial startup procedure. That links it to the EIS and key. Cloning is a little easier if your old ECU is still readable. You connect both the old and new ECUs to the programmer and do a direct copy. That way, the new one becomes an exact twin of the original. Same Immobilizer, same VIN, same everything. Now, if you're using a brand new ECU straight from Mercedes, that comes blank and is ready to be married to the vehicle, but you'll still need a dealership or specialist with Star Diagnosis access to code and activate it. And no, just swapping the ECU and clearing codes won't get you past the Immobilizer. The car looks for that handshake between modules at every startup. If it doesn't match, it kills the ignition signal. So what can you do if you're working at home? If you're not comfortable with EPROM programming or don't have access to Star, your best bet is to pull the ECU and send it to a professional bench service. They can clone or virginize it properly and send it back ready to plug in. Once the ECU is matched, start the car and confirm the Immobilizer light goes out and the steering lock disengages. Quick recap. Mercedes ECUs are security locked to the ignition system. A swapped unit must be virginized or cloned. Dealer tools or advanced programmers are required. You cannot bypass this with a basic scanner or battery reset. Hope that clears things up. If you're diving into Mercedes electronics, it's not light work, but it's doable with the right tools or the right help. If this helped you understand what's going on with your Benz after a swap, hit like, and subscribe to Car Justify for more straight talk solutions from the garage. See you next time.